What's going on, everybody? My name is C4. Welcome back to the channel. And today we're here for episode 13 of our college football 25 Dynasty with Florida International, aka Vice U. We are in our fourth season here with Florida International. We are in our first year in ACC play. We're off to a 3-0 start to the season, but things don't pick up till now. We got 3 wins that we're supposed to. We put up 100 points on FCS. That's what was expected. I want to flex our muscles. We beat Louisville. Solid. That's a solid welcome to the ACC moment. We beat Florida Atlantic, which is our one and only rivalry game of the year. Now it's when it takes a step up. But to be truthful with you, Miami might be the toughest team left on our schedule. Yeah, we got NC State, who is undefeated and ranked at this time. UNC, Virginia Tech have decent rosters. They might not have great records, but that's been the big thing. Is our team in all 4 years that we've been here, we've been able to beat the teams we're expected to beat, and we've lost to the teams that'd be nice to beat. Miami, I'd say North Carolina, Virginia Tech, NC State. I know Boston College has a legit rating, but this is not, and it's never been thought of, and I'm not treating our invitation to the ACC, jumping from the CUSA as CUSA champions and making a college football playoff appearance, jumping to the ACC like some big underdog. Yeah, we're only a 2.5-star prestige program, but look at our roster. We have recruited our ass off in the transfer portal and at a high school. We have developed our ass off to make these players reach their potential. And as an 86 overall, we're a top 5 team on paper in the ACC. But our team does not really have a great track record of proving how good we are against good teams. And I'd say, honestly, any team over 83 is a good team. Boston College is a pretty good team. Syracuse, pretty good team. SMU ranked. We're not, we don't play SMU. We don't play ranked Pitt. North Carolina's an 83. NC State's an 84. Florida State's an 87. We don't play Florida State this year. Clemson 86. We don't play Clemson this year. Cal's an 83. Virginia Tech's an 84. Miami this week is a 90. The best roster in the ACC. It's a great measuring stick to see where our team is at. But with all that being said, as like an immersion kind of thing, we're not the number 2 team. Yes, there's that little number next to us, and a lot of that is inflated because of where we finished year 3 as a ranked team, as a college football playoff team. But the reality is, off our body of work and our failures on the big, we should probably be in the 20s. I think we should be a team that's between 22 and 15 at best. Are we going to complain? No, because I've been on the wrong end of terrible rankings, going all the way back to NCAA football 14. So when you get a good ranking, you just ride the wave. As long as you can keep up that momentum and keep that little number next to your name, you're going to do so. And our biggest test, probably all year, that NC State game after our bye, they're ranked. They're probably doing pretty good this year. This is the measuring stick. This is really to see where we're at in the ACC, because I definitely think, you just look at the numbers. We know our team. I think we can beat a lot of teams in the ACC. But are we good enough to beat the Miamis? Are we good enough, if it goes to a conference championship game, to beat Florida State, to beat Clemson? I don't know. I have self-doubt over these teams. But if we could go out and shock Miami, rock them, and prove that we are emerging as one of the best teams in Florida. Maybe we're not quite on SEC, beat the Florida Gators, considering we lost to Florida twice last year in pretty convincing fashion. But if we could at least beat Miami, a team that hasn't been great since 1999, I think that'd be the biggest win in program history, especially for the implication for recruiting and long-standing in the state of Florida. From the last episode, we got a new quarterback in Lenoris Sellers, Goggles himself, and he is off to an outstanding start as our starting quarterback. 1,000 yards, 11 touchdowns, no picks, averaging almost 350 yards through the air. It's just a different level than what we were getting out of George Hendershot as a previous 2-year starter. We have Nico Martini, the sophomore running back. Incredible. Snellers also gives us some great ability as a dual threat. Receiving, we have Cage, who we recruited as a 65 star dev wide receiver. Is he star or elite? I don't want to shortchange him if he is an elite, but deep threat speed, he is an elite. Anytime you get a 3-star elite with 97 speed, you got to use him. And that is exactly what we've been able to do amongst all of our other weapons. Defensively, they're answering the call. That was always going to be my worry, right? That's how we're handling recruiting this year in particular. We want to invest as much as we possibly can on the defensive side of the ball. Luckily, maybe the biggest get that we got was getting Keon Keeley, who was bleeding very heavy all season last year in the transfer portal. We had a very low chance of persuading him. We did persuade him, and he is back leading the team with 5.5 sacks. But this is where there's a reason why we're previewing the stats. It's because we ended the last episode without talking about the fact that he has that little icon under his 87 overall. Keon Keeley picked up an injury in our rivalry win over Florida Atlantic, which is not great. And when you look at the status of the injury, it's not like Jordan Allen, our other starting pass rusher who has a goddamn platinum physical ability, who's out for the year as a senior. See ya. Guess we'll never see you play again. Jordan Allen, a.k.a. Mr. Mexico, who went down to Mexico and came back with like 94 acceleration and 92 strength. Keon Keeley is going to be out for 3 weeks. It's not a season ender. We're going to get him back. But when you look at the fact that on paper, Miami is going to be our toughest, you really want all hands on deck for Miami. And the fact that we're going to be down, without a shadow of a doubt, our best player, probably overall, for sure on the defensive side of the ball, it's going to make it that much more difficult. Before we get to Miami, quick update on our recruiting board. Still looking pretty good. Definitely a smaller initial class than I would love, assuming that, we get most of these. Like right now, we're looking at probably 8-9 targets of the 12 that remain. We got Bridge, who looks like he's pretty close to committing to Florida. Not a lot of ground that we can make up. We don't have enough hours to panic schedule a visit, and honestly, panic scheduling visits usually never work anyways. So Bridge doesn't look ideal. The corners, those are what we need. All 4 of these corners, those are our top priority. And it looks pretty damn good. Keith, maybe a little bit worrisome there because Alabama, Georgia's gaining ground. We don't have him coming in for, he'd be a guy that I definitely would be wanting to schedule in for a visit. We have Patasi and Fisk on the D-line. Both these guys, we are trailing Florida, which is just kind of what happens. We have Johnson, our 3-star, the only 3-star gem. I'm not too worried about that. With Central Florida, I think we should be able to, once he gets to the next stage, maybe up our hours a little bit. So, it is annoying that, with a smaller class, and when I like to have a smaller class like this, you really want to clear that board. I really want to be getting 12 of 12. But with Bridge and both the D linemen in particular, I think it's going to be pretty tough. And that's what happens also when you swing for the fences. We made our first year jump into the ACC. It definitely did open things up for recruiting. We had more access to 4-stars. But when you prioritize those 4-stars and not go after and try to find those diamonds, those 3-star gems, the next George Hendershot, the next Nico Martini, the next Byron Cage, our team right now, our stars for the most part, are those 3-star gems. When you try to go for the 4-stars like we did with our initial class, yes, you're probably still going to get a lot, and it looks like we're going to get most of our targets. But when you swing for the fences, you can't allocate enough resources with this small of a school that we still are to really clear that board. So we are punching above our weight class, and I think we're going to get punished here a little bit by losing some of our top targets. But ultimately, what we need is to get a couple commits here. It's early in the year, right? We're only 3 games in, but we need to free up some hours here so that we can recompete with a Fisk, with a Patausi, with a Bridge, or hit that second wave of recruiting as fast as we possibly can to find whatever 4-stars are still remaining and scout some 3-star gems. So hopefully this week we can get, who looks like they could line up? Kanoy would be great to get him to commit. Groupie would be great to get him to commit. Honestly, some of these guys that were not first, it's almost like just rip the Band-Aid off, commit to those other schools so I can kind of get out of these sweepstakes. All right. Let's boogie. On the road. Biggest win in school history on the line. Okay. Not a great start. What we have on the D-line here, Kisai. 6'8" speed rusher that we got in the portal. He's got stepped up for Keon Keeley. We got DePape, 4-star transfer portal recruit from Indiana. These guys, these unknown names need to step up. Oh, there we go. Ball don't lie. FIU plays Miami, and I think we have easily the better quarterback. So when it comes time to throw it, let's goddamn throw that thing. There should be a hole. Damn it. Oh, I lost at 20. Should be a loss of 30 going back 10 yards. Right up. All right, we got ourselves a 3rd and 17. Squiggly lines. Luckily, I am locked in right now this morning. That needs to be a catch. I'm locked in on my guys. Good tackle at 3rd. I mean, this game here, it feels like Miami's trying to play it like it's the reputation of these schools. Like a good FIU team going against Miami. In almost any realistic scenario, let's go, PBU. They're going to get dominated at the line of scrimmage. Like, that is why small school, that's why, like, Indiana was the feel-good story of college football. And then they played Ohio State, and it was just a different level. Because you just cannot win at the line of scrimmage. And I feel like that's what Miami's trying to do. They're going to try to rely on their run game. They're going to try to win with their pass rush. It's going to be on us to make them earn in other ways. This could be 4 down, depending on what happens here. Cool. I mean, I'll tell you this, though. They're getting completions. It's been a good battle between our DBs and the wide receiver for Miami. We've got some PBUs here. Both of our 3rd down stops have been PBUs. Got pressure on the quarterback. The Pepe is what we need to see. Let's get him again, man. He feels like he wants some camera time here. 3rd and 6. They're in field goal range. Just make sure it's only a field goal, and we just got nothing on the pass rush. Come on. There we go. Make him work. Let's make him earn it. Big time sack. Let's kind of do the same thing. Cloud this thing up. Put a bunch of dudes on their logo. And have no one there to stop the run. Fuck. All right, I need to see the North Seller do something here. Another hold. All right, not one penalty on Miami today. Home cooking. Got that Miami health money. Paychecks coming in for these refs. Good ball again. Another one. On a rhythm. Lenore Sellers. Cooking. A little bit behind Cage, honestly. Better throw. Maybe that's a touchdown. Well, this is good because you don't want to give it back to Miami with like a minute because they can do a lot of work in a minute. You want this to be pretty much the last drive, and that's late, but good enough for, nope, not even good enough for the first down. Sick. All right, let's go back to the stick. I like Cage there on the slant. I don't think they got a lot of speed at linebacker. So they don't, and we'll take advantage of the slant cheese. You got to do what you got to do when you're on the road against the best roster in the conference. No, come the fuck on! Just keep that at field goal range, dude. They got one. I mean, look, now we're in a decent spot. We can tackle them inbounds. It goes to halftime. Miami usually has a pretty good kick game. Oh, I'm surprised. Usually Miami has a kicker that, like, you know, they'll set him out there for a 60-yard or 55. All right, zeros on the clock. All right. Wasn't pretty. Was not pretty at all. 7-7 at half, and we get the ball to start the second half. And you got Nico Martini playing like an absolute beast, even though my O-line wants to keep fucking sabotaging him. Refs call it holding like that. We need these refs to start revving some Eagles games. Jalen Carter gets held 97 times a game. All right, well, it is inevitable. 3rd and long. Oh, that's a ball. That is, whew. Let's go, Lenore. Look at that. Just breaks the. He's Jalen Hurts. No. Jalen Hurts in the Super Bowl. Apparently with the fumble. Come on, man. I slid. I hit the button to slide. Give yourself up. I bet you can see the moment where I try to slide. Yeah, see, he went to start. Brutal. All right, now it's their turn. Their turn. Fumble it. No, can't get a fumble call. Okay. Gets stonewalled by the running back. Oh my God. Yeah, right. Good stand. It's not a gimme. College kickers, am I right? Come on. Wide left. Inside run game's been all right. Outside run game, we just haven't set an edge. So, all right. Could be 4 down territory, honestly. Trying to just keep my eyes downfield. Trust the O-line can do fucking anything. Too much to ask. Come on, we got them. This needs to be a stop. They get a long touchdown drive here. Not going to be good. And again, just like can't sniff the quarterback. Luckily, we've been getting some generous PBUs on the back end. But the amount of times we've sniffed this dude and not got home has been incredibly frustrating. Like, look at that. Winning the pass rush. Oh, and then there's just... There's no pass rush. You're not going to win with no pass rush. I think we can beat UConn with no pass rush. I think we can beat most teams in the ACC with no pass rush. But Miami with a 90 overall roster in a game where all the penalties have gone against FIU, not one against Miami. The fumble goes against our team, no turnovers. Yeah. On the road, it's the Florida loss all over again. How come every time we've showcased, on paper, branding, all that stuff, like a David versus Goliath, and then a fucking gosh, that happens. Let him score. For fuck's sakes. Every time we've gone up against a giant, every fucking 50-50 luck of football goes against us on top of us trying to overcome the impossible. We've never had an underdog scenario where it's like, oh my God, how can FIU... That we've had any fucking bounces go our way. Both Florida games, now against Miami. It's unbelievable. And our only hope is this lifeless, limp dick pass rush can hold into a field goal. And then we have a touchdown drive that takes up the remainder of the game. And then, no, actually, because they have their wide receivers are better blocking than my tackles and guards. Like, I gotta go pick up my son and be a full-time, like a dad after this, How was your day at school, buddy? Did you have a good recess? Throw the football around? You play soccer today? You're working on your Christmas concert? Oh, yeah, where are you sitting? Did you change seats? Meet any new friends? All the while, it's in my head, is this shit. Eaten alive at my mental health and my soul. Because my team has no pass rush. It's embarrassing, man. Don't deserve. Fucking take all the number 2 team in the nation. We don't deserve any ranking until we prove we can beat a good team. Stop gassing. The media is gaslighting my team. You got 2 Mississippis. We need some steamboats here. Anything down deep? 1, 2. Let's see. Can anyone get up? No. Okay. There we go. My fucking guard tackle's on fire. Stop, drop, and roll. There's just no chance, man. We are still so far away from competing against like teams that can run and control the line of scrimmage. Like, oh yeah, there we go. Just their whole team meeting at the quarterback. No chance. Lenore Sellers. Give him a chance. He's a hell of a quarterback. You give him no chance. Yep. This is what happens. So, you know, I knew this was gonna happen. I wanted to be optimistic to start this episode, but if you listen to the end of the last episode, I said we were going to get smashed this game. And it's so hard to be like, oh, we're getting smashed. Because, again, the 50-50s, the things that we can't control, that goes into the vortex as RNG, the luck of the ball, it's never been in our favor. At any point in any big game, are we due? Is some maybe year 7, year 8 with FIU, we'll finally start getting the bounces to go our way. We'll finally not fumble it on the end of a drive. We'll finally force a fumble. We'll finally get a pass rush. We'll finally have an offensive line that can give us 2.5 Steamboat Mississippis. But until that time, we are going to have a roster and a squad that has absolutely earned and deserved the reputation as the most overrated team in college football playoff ranking history. And they gotta live with that. I'm not using my timeouts. Just get let's on to the next week. We are done. It was never in our favor. What's the penalties again? Like 4 penalties to 0? Cool. Yeah, no, totally don't need those 30 yards back. Definitely don't see Miami committing any penalties. Mario Cristobal runs a tight program. Definitely not a team that's committing a lot of penalties, let alone committing 0 in the entirety of a whole game. Yep. Fuck off. I don't know. No idea how to fix my fraudulent roster. I don't know. Is there a strength and conditioning coach I can hire that gives me any 50-50 bounces? They exist. We'll hit up on Indeed and see if we can give them a 10-year to lifeline contract. Because right now, that's what my team's missing, apparently. I can build a roster. I can recruit as good to my limitations as a program, my NAL. I'll max out that budget. We'll find the best gems. Not only will we find the best gems, we'll develop the best gems. It's the other stuff that I just have no fucking control over that shows up every time. On to the next one. Can't wait till we can lose to the next tough game. We'll beat all the teams we should beat, and then right now, looking at the schedule, NC State after the bye, they're ranked. They'll probably smack us. So on top of the L, we lose 3 of our 12 that we had on our very limited recruiting board. And we didn't get anybody. We had like 2 or 3 guys ready to commit, and they saw that performance and then went, I don't know. So upon further review, we're going to lose out on Deion Keith. Might as well just save those points there. I mean, I think we could probably be a lot more aggressive here with Johnson now. 3-star gem. Just outside the top 500. I think we hit him with a... Can we hard sell him? Let's hard sell him. And we'll hit him with a contact, family, and friends. Give him a full 65. I will say, for as much as I play this game, I still don't know right away how to find the right pitch. But we'll see if that can swing him. But 106... I mean, how many guys? Again, after this game, I want to be optimistic that, we'll get Jimenez to commit. Groupie should commit this week. Kenoy should commit this week. Just to make sure, let's give him an extra 25. Jowers should commit this week. Again, to be sure, we'll give him an extra 15. We'll max that out. Ojabo, no. Maxo. Groupie, just, again, please, for the love of God, let's just commit all these hours this week to get these dudes across the line. And then I think next week we'll go back into that new wave of recruiting. All right, early drive. I'm pissed off, so we're going to be very aggressive. Hyper aggressive. 4th and 1 on our own 30. Oh, my God. Again, it's just the best thing. When you're in tune with your offense in this video game, you just look down. You play like a quarterback. You look downfield. And the state of my O-line, where it's like, if you do that, it's almost punishable. How dare you look downfield, try to make a play, when you know damn well there's 17, they literally have extra people. They're getting guys on the sideline, have time to run on, and also get to your quarterback. Like ourselves, a 3rd and 7 in field goal range, but we don't want field goals. Take the check down, but you know what? One ourselves, do it yourself. Run him over! I need a replay of that. Oh, I mean, Seller's a big boy. Probably 230. Can we get a recap of that, please? Is UConn in the conference yet? Are they in the independents still? Because if not, we just sent them back to the independents. Look at this. All right. Again, classic. All right, just 2 free rushers. Bail out of the pocket. Great blocking by Cage. Wide receiver. Look, this guy thinks on the goal line. Boom! Oh! Where's Big Justice? There we go. What a ball on the run to McNeil. Wide receiver, running back hybrid. 3rd and 9. Don't really want to settle for a field goal. Will. Love to just, again, keep my eyes downfield and just, there's nothing there. So great, we'll take the points. I've never played with a great offensive line in this game. I can only imagine. Like, is that the holy grail? Like, if I had 90s across the O-line, like, do you have a pocket? Like, is that, like, can I chase that? Or is it one of those things where, like, it doesn't really matter how good your O-line is, pass rush is fucking insta-sheds your team the whole time. So, yeah, in search of opinion of anybody that's ever played college football 25, and they just got an instant kickoff touchdown. Okay, cool. Down 7 still. If you have a good O-line, is it fun? Because that'd be sick, man. I'm looking forward to that opportunity if it ever happens. Sellers take off a run. Slide this time, unlike last week. Oh, McNeil. Goal line unders. Bethel roaming, Cage, Simpson. Quick. Something quick. Something to someone on the run. Boom, like that. Get in! You don't get in on the one on a throw. You know who's vulturing that, sumbitch. Nico Martini, and we are tied at 17. Come on, defense. It's UConn, not Ohio State. Thank you. Let's go, Cage! What a drop! Oh, that's inexcusable. That is inexcusable blocking. Oh, my God. That should have been pay dirt. No one blocks anybody. And we're at home. It's not like there's like a lack of communication. Unbelievable. Now it's 4th and 8. We know what we're doing. Oh, punt it? Sure, yeah, we'll punt it. Punt it into the gut of my running back quarterback and get this goddamn first down. Psych. Oh, they score. Okay, cool. We're gonna fuck. We deserve to lose this game. I don't know why I'm all emo about my squad, but we deserve to lose again. We do. This is not good enough at all. Like, oh, look, let's see who wants to get open. Anybody? No? Cool. Everyone just fucking run, get covered, and you know what you do when you're covered? Stand still! Don't try to scramble, drill. Just stand still covered. That's what we need. Oh. Okay. 55-yarder, huh? All right. I mean, hey, we got almost 90 kick power. Oh, and we're at home. Why is he going that fast? We're at home. We got 7 wind. Come on. That's outstanding. Well, we got some guys to commit to the sinking ship. So that's pretty cool. This guy's a pussy, though. All right, we got Tulsa. Need a bounce back game. Gonna be tough, Tulsa. Look at that. 87 overall defense. Pretty good. Really would like to see the offense wake the hell up, win convincingly, and get to 4-2. All right, if I don't win this game, I'm gonna go drive off a bridge. Honestly. I recorded those games, the 2 L's, earlier in the day. This is overtime. All right, right before salad season. I was like, you know what? I think I can get the offense at least rolling tonight. And if it doesn't, I'm going to be unhinged. So, let's go. So, it's definitely not the best week to hype up as Make Right. They have a top 3 defense in the ACC. But, you know, our offense is also really freaking good. And I think it's just the fact that there's been 0 shot plays until that we've hit over the last 3-4 games. That's our identity. We are an explosive offense. We drop bombs. When those bombs ain't dropping, we got blue balls offensively, and we gotta solve that. And we're gonna do that because if we can throw all over Tulsa, we get the offense right here against Tulsa at 87 overall defense. I feel like we're right back in the saddle again. Let's go big hit again, Martini. We just need that bounce. Is it that hard to have a 300-yard passer and a 100-yard rusher every week? Kind of is, but that's what I want. That's what we're striving for. Good route. Finally, he wins on one of those. Oh, there we go. Patience. Finally, O-line gives us time. We can actually go through our reads. Crazy how that works. Kalu, second touchdown of the day. Let's go, Lenoris. What a beast. Eats contact. Now I'm just gonna run for 40 yards. All right, it's not looking great right now. I think the sacks are probably 9-0. 9 sacks to 0. So that's not a great balance. Also doesn't help that this is pretty much our offense right now. It's like, all right, let's spread them out and act like we're throwing it deep. Watch no one really get open and then try to take off with the quarterback. So let's go C4 special here. I think it's the right time to dial it up. We go to the left. We audible to the left. We need 87 to pick up 1 block, and we will get this first down. And this play, throw it in the garbage. You gotta earn the right to run the C4 special, and when you can't get like a 1.5 yards, it's going back on the shelf. I fucking hate this team right now. Can I just sim to the off season and just rebuild this team? It's not what I want. That's something we got to get going. McNeil, our running back, he's a converted wide receiver. We got to just have him running routes out of the bat. And that's Sanker. That is his 3rd hold of the day. Hope it's not, because he's my highest rated lineman, and it is. Don't go postal. Don't go postal. Pretty close, though. Now they're just spine sellers, because obviously that's what you do. Oh, okay. More of that, please. Oh, okay. Defense turnover. Next play, Martini in the end zone. And I'm calming down a little bit. Arguably the best. The team that's most known for their defense in the conference. We're crushing them. There we go, Martini. Punch that shit in. Oh, didn't go postal. 38-9 over a really, really good defense. Must win after losing to UConn. And, 4-2, we can live with that. Big game from Sellers, even though very sloppy. With that win, we are back in the good graces of the polls. Number 20. And we are first in our remaining 4-star recruits. That frown is turning slowly upside down here. I think we'll just go right to the bye. We got 2 games left. North Carolina and Virginia Tech, both, not necessarily fair to say trap games, but I mean, UNC, in terms of roster talent, a lot better than that record, so can't take them lightly. Nothing there. You know what I need to do? I need to, get a big wide receiver, guy with wide receiver traits and attributes, and move him to tight end. I'm sick and tired of not having, I need a Kyle Pitts tight end. And maybe a tackle that gives a damn about my quarterback's well-being. Jesus. Fellas, if we don't wake up, this is going to be... Oh, yeah, there we go. Just throw past the line of scrimmage. And, of course, we catch that one. Of course. I guarantee we're half a yard back. That's a drop. Throw him in. Remember, he had that huge game in the bowl against Florida. College football playoff. It just hasn't popped off for him. But what it is popping off, Lenore Sellers is awesome. Come on, Nico. Best running back in the ACC. Best sophomore running back. Put him on your Heisman Trophy shortlist. Nico Martini. What a drive. And Pitbull Stadium going wild. Hit that Heisman, young man. You deserve it. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Their whole D-line got there. That was, I don't even know, 3 seconds. 3rd and 21. I mean, you got to try something here. Our speed's still undeniable. Kalu and Cage, our 2 fastest players, getting pressed. And it looked like Cage was fucking jogging. Wasn't even running. All right, can we win intermediate? Siri, play Adam's song by Blink-182. It's embarrassing. This team's done, man. We're not doing anything this year. Oh, I almost did, hindsight, we could go on a big run. Who knows? We got NC State ranked. I want to forfeit the bowl game just so that we can get to the transfer portal. Get me some dudes that want to play ACC football. What we got now is a bunch of cowards. Bunch of low-level players that are afraid to be great. Yeah, we keep trying to call it. Because I'm an insane person. Oh, no safety top. Cage, he's jogged a bunch of his routes in the first half. Probably should be benched. But we'll give him a chance to prove that he's not just a CUSA wide receiver. And there's a very slight pulse. Chance to tie this one up here. Again, as I said earlier, has anyone ever had good offensive line play in this game? What is the meta? Is there an archetype that exists that has, at least three steamboats? Can I get 3 steamboats consistently? Don't need to get them all the time. Sometimes you're going to go up against a hellacious pass rush. I'll respect the UNC, not hellacious. And there's another hole by my line. Yeah, you know, hey, let's just keep backing them up. I've never seen a penalty called. It's been 7 episodes since we've seen a penalty called on the computer, but sure, why not? Oh, you better get your feet in. Oh my God. It's embarrassing. Right here, B. Boom! Bring out big justice with that boom. At least our O-line right now is our O-line right now. If that makes sense. And there's a, yeah, it's a suicide ball. For the goal, we're going to go for it. Let's go with drive. Another one. Just try to hit the slot. Try to hit Bethel, Cole, Roman, or Kalu on the run. O-line needs to hold up. There's no one there. It's just fun. It's just... Come on, man. I wish there was a way to control NIL money. I give all the O-line to sellers after a game like this. However NIL works to like give guys game checks, all of them would be going to the quarterback from the O-line. Bethel Roman. Slant. Easy. Easy mode, buddy. Drop. Sick. Okay. Good drop. Good hands. Good mitts. 4th and 12. They just won't put us away. It's like Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels. We've been sitting there groggy, just saying, do it. Hit us with the sweet chin music in North Carolina. Just does not want to put us away. So we'll have to do it ourselves. Does our defense give us a chance? Oh, wow, they do. Doesn't matter. My team is unbelievably gassed. $11 sacks to 0. And like again, very predictable. We're trying to run offensively here, but man, this is depressing. We got one more game to go. I'm gonna wake up in the morning, just see with a clear head if I can bring something else to some more juice, because this is not it. I'm getting ready to break a controller here. Don't do it. Kids are sleeping. Come on, C4. Kids are sleeping, man. You're an adult. You got 3rd and 24. You got to channel Tom Savage and just get this to Cage. Deserved loss. I'll see you guys in the morning. I'm still here because we got signings. Poley in the 4-star commits. Ajabo, 4-star corner commits. We're working on the second swing here of recruits. But our initial board is finally settled, and we got most of our targets. Boom. All right, trying to wait for Cage to get out his break. Immediate pressured, and we're back to traditional FIU offense. Cage does win. Okay, Superman grab. Where's that been? So, I'd find it hard to believe any person in college football 25 history has had a great play action game. This is awesome. All right. Oh, what a kick! On the board. And the Eagles are so excited when they throw the ball. A.J. Brown's unstoppable. Devontae Smith, a human highlight reel. The fact of the matter is, if they just that causes turnovers when you try. Like Jalen Hurts just throws some of the dumbest balls of all time when he's in his bag, right? So if we just run the football with Saquon 30 times, we're gonna win a lot of games. That's where I'm at right now. It'd be so cool if we could find a rhythm throwing the football, but the reality is, we don't have the O-line for it, we don't have the receivers for it, and we're a team built to run. And it's, I don't know if we need to make that decision right now, that like at a couple losses, we got to try to salvage this season and play boring winning football. Because I remember we scored 100 points in the game. go. Punch this one in. Martini into the end zone. 10-point lead. That's what we need to see right there. Where it looks like he doesn't have enough speed, and then he hits that 97. Because remember, Cage's acceleration is good, not great. Speed, elite. That's what you see right there. Corner was like, oh, I got him. And then last second, 97 speed. That is a hell of a throw by Lenore Sellers. Oh, what a beast. Give him 100 on the day. All right, stick wheel. Always try to look. Honestly, I always look for Kalu first because I always assume Cage will be open. If we can get back to that second read, I'd love to take a shot here to the end zone. And by that, we'll go right to Cage. He gets popped, but he brings it in. The tight end, he makes a play. Let's go, Simpson. He needs a confidence boost. Another nice touchdown throw there by Lenore Sellers. That's pretty baller. Let's go. Virginia Tech, not an easy place to go on the road. And like I say, we can leave this episode with our heads held high. But 5-3, first year in the ACC, probably more in line with where we should have been. We were vastly overrated when we started the season. And maybe if you change the perspective from a team that was vastly overrated, thinking they were actually the number 2 team in the nation, and you look at a CUSA champion moving to the ACC, 5-3, it's not bad. We got our last 4-star that we were chasing from our initial recruiting class in Alati. A lot of 4-stars. We're back into the second wave here. Honestly, I think we're getting ready to have to cast a pretty big net during this bye week. Because, you know, we're sitting at 12 targets if we get it wrong. For first year, we're chasing McPrescott. Great name. And he's only in his top 3. I don't know if we're going to be able to close that ground. I mean, maybe once we can hard sell him. But, you know, we need a bigger boy. I got to get at least 3-4 more. I want at least 15 minimum. But at the end of the day, that is how we're going to wrap up today's video. And maybe we brought a reasonable amount of humble pie. The Florida International started, again, number 2 team in the nation. Should we have been that high? No. 5-3 more representative of where we are as a program, where we are as a team. Yeah. And, I mean, coming out of the schedule, we got from the bye, we got NC State, who's ranked 6-1. Somehow Cal at 4-3 as a ranking. Definitely want to beat them in that one. But, I mean, there are tough games, but there are games at 5-3. I mean, I don't know what those 2 L's in the ACC play if we're going to be in contention for the ACC championship, but I think we can. Yeah, I feel like on paper 3 out of 4 wins to close it out. Bowl win gives us double digits. You know, not a bad spot to be after 1 year. But anyways, that will do it for me today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. As always, the first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button, smash the like button if you enjoyed. And until next time, it's your boy C4 saying peace. I love ya. Have a good one.